Hello, air signs. Welcome back to Be Love Receive Love Tarot. If this is your first time in, thank you for coming back, or thank you for tuning in. Thanks for all your likes, shares, subscribes, the support. I can't do this without you, and it's been an amazing year so far. My subscribers just keep going up and up and up. As soon as I get to 100, I'll start giving out free personal readings. They will be pre-recorded personal readings, so we'll get into that. If you're the winner, I will reach out and let you know what I need to know in order to help you. So, with that being said, make sure that this video gets the most amount of likes, and you guys will get your monthly generals first, which involves the tarot. These ones are just the oracle, but in order for you to get yours first, you gotta watch the oracle ones. I know they're not everybody's favorite, but I really personally prefer the oracle over the tarot just because it's not so much about love and more to do with, making yourself feel better, which in turns attract better, right? Okay, let's get into it. So keep in mind that these are general readings. The messages may not resonate with you. They might be just for somebody else, or there might be just little bits and pieces in the messages that are for you, and the rest is for somebody else. So only take what resonates to your situation. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't fit. Normally in tarot, I say gender doesn't matter. Oracle, there's not really a whole lot of gender going on. I mean, some of the characters in the cards, I might say he or she, but I don't refer to that as being you. Gender is a non-issue for me. So, let's get into it. I'm going to start with Libra, work our way in. If you are Gemini or Aquarius, look down in the description box and you can find the timestamps there. If you want a personal reading, don't forget to reach out. Boom, let's get into it. Hello, Libra. Welcome to the party. Show chakra cards. This is an area in your chakra that needs a little bit of work, and basically what you need. It's just little advice cards more than anything. I just recently reset all my decks, so I like to give her a good shuffle at the very first view. What do we have? Impartiality with the soulmate. Alright, so normally I don't say that this is about love, but clearly with the soulmate here, it is about love for you guys. There's something going on. You're not seeing things from their point of view. For somebody here, you could be the middleman between two people in a relationship. If that's you, the message here for you, if you are kind of in between two lovers, my nose is itchy for that somebody, is to just stay impartial to it. Don't pick a side. The whole point of this card, which is your crown chakra, which is talking about, the higher source, messages from spirit, and your connection to spirit realms. This is saying basically like, she's the middleman between these two people that want their fence painted, the way that they want it, and one wants, say, for instance, the color red, one wants the color blue. So this lady goes in and takes the red paint and the blue paint and switches them and says, okay, you want your fence painted red, paint your fence paint your fence blue instead and see it from their perspective. And then she goes to the other side, does the same thing with the blue fence, but gives them the red paint, right? So it's like, what do you see things from the other person's perspective, and you might gain a little bit more clarity as to why that they are doing the things that they are doing. This is soulmate. The story behind this card, which is root chakra, is talking about, it doesn't matter how many times you try to say goodbye to this person, how often you try to cut ties or cut cord with this person, it's not working for you, and it's leaving you confused as to why they keep popping up in your head, even though you've done all these cord cutting ceremonies or something like that. The universe here, I think, really is telling you to, if they look at things from their perspective, you might find clarity. Whether that be the closure that you need to move on from this person if you don't want to reconcile, or the ability to see things from their point of view, to come to a compromise together with that person in order to create a better future for the two of you. Does that make sense? I hope so. So let's get you a love message, an angel message. all about love for you, Libra. And I think it's funny with the partiality, if I'm pronouncing that properly, and the lady in it, it looks almost like the justice scales, right? Like she's got the two cans of paint, and it's almost like she's weighing out the scales, right? So it's pretty cool that that kind of popped up in your reading. I like when the synchronicities happen. You could be the light of reason in a situation. As in, you could have the knowledge needed to make the situation better. Alright, immediately, this is the picture on your card. However, on the back it says, learn from the way the wildflowers grow. Learn from the way the wildflowers grow. Our lives have seasons. One day you will look back on this time and realize it happened in order for you to grow. So that's pretty cool. Again, I think that staying impartial to the situation that you're having is part of what's going to help you grow. Pardon me. I just woke up this morning. Talking is not my strong point in the morning. But I woke up and I was like, let's just do it because I didn't get it done last night. So I'm going to do it for you today. I think once you get past this argument, or once you get past this need to be impartial and things settle down and start to work themselves out, I think that you will look back on it and be like, oh, that's why that happened. I needed that time for this. You know, everything happens for a reason. Divine timing is at work in everybody's life. You know, there are certain things that we do in life that if we, you know, hadn't dislocated my pinky, something may not have happened for me. If I hadn't, or if you hadn't have, you know, dropped the garbage and spread the garbage, you would have never met the garbage man, and he turned out to be the love of your life. That's a story for somebody. That's just an example that popped up into my brain. But you know what I mean? Like little serendipitous things have to happen in order to bring you together. Okay? And the message on the bottom of the deck here, I'll show you the picture too. The best way to fill your life with love is to open your heart and give love. So again, especially with the soulmate card, the whole channel is named after why. Be love, receive love. You need to give it to get it, right? It's the laws of karma. It's the law of attraction. You know, you can't just sit there and go, oh, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. And the universe is going to go, okay, so you want it. If you go, I want it, and this is what I'm going to do to get it, the universe is going, oh, okay, we'll give it to you then. It may not come in the form that you want it. It may not come in exactly the way that you had hoped. You know, the love of your life may not be Brad Pitt. That's what I'm getting for somebody. But they could be, you know, beautiful in their own right is what I'm getting. And also somebody that's going to have your best interest at heart. And not somebody that's in a relationship for themselves. Does that make sense? They're, you know, in it for shallow reasons. Looks, money, stuff like that. It's not, love is not about that. It's really what's killing me about this society right now is that they think that, you know, in order for somebody to be able to love you properly, they need to have a job, they need to have a car, they need to have a house, they need to have a dog, they need to, you know, drink, but not drink too much. They need to, you know, be successful. They can't have kids. You know, there's just so many little factors, and it's like, good luck. Okay, what are you, dating a teenager? You need to allow your heart to open up to the idea that your soulmate might not be Brad Pitt. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do, somebody. So stay impartial to the maybe that's what it is. Stay impartial to the fact that this person might not strike you as your usual type. They might not, you know, be the most attractive person to you, but I think their personality will make up for it, because this is somebody that will never walk away no matter how hard things get. That's what that card is talking about. And it's your card coming out of my moon deck here. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. So last night on the 16th, yeah, the 16th of February, we just had a full moon. So that means the new moon is coming. So maybe things are going to balance themselves out. Again, with the balance, I mean, I can't make this up. Maybe by the new moon, you guys are going to be better. And things are going to work out for you. And at the bottom of the deck, it's talking about holding your vision. So if you really like this person, you really want a new start is coming. If you really like this person, you really want something to manifest from it, and you don't want them to walk away from you, I feel that for you, you need to put in some effort, and you need to stay impartial to the fact that this person may not be, you know, your ideal mate for whatever reason, whether that's with your friends, family that don't like this person or whatever. I think that you just need to switch your perspective on things, is what that's saying. So I hope that resonated with you. If it did, give it a like, share, subscribe it if you haven't already. Thumbs up, especially share it. I really want to start getting people. When I get into the free readings, you're going to have to share my videos in order to get a free reading. And the reason being for that is because I want to get these messages out to the other Libras that need this message, right? It's not always just about you. Part of, manifestation is being generous as well with what you can, you know. Always hype up your friends. Always. If you had a product and you wanted me to hype it up, you know, I'd wear it in my videos, because that's what friends do, right? So, if you're my friend, share it all away. That's all. I'm not trying to guilt you into it either, or am I? Anyway, Libra, take care. I'll see you soon. Aquarius, hello. Sorry. I'm just waking up, so everything's starting to wake up with me. I woke up this morning and I got out of bed and I twisted my knee funny and I went, you know what? I'm just going to do the tarot reading that I was supposed to do last night that I took a break from because I needed a mental break. Just going through some stuff in my own personal life, so don't worry guys, I'm working it out. Mind my gruff look today. I have not had a shower yet. I'm still working on my first coffee. And I just wanted to get this out for you so that I can get it loaded before my day starts and I gotta go start doing the things that I need to do. Chakra card. Grief. You could have lost a pet. Or a loved one. Or a partner. Lots of heart chakra here. Perception on the bottom of the deck. You could be grieving over a lost way of life. Maybe, you know, things are changing in your life. And, You're grieving the times that you once had in the past, the happy times, the partying, whatever. Maybe you were better off financially. But I really feel like you might have taken a bit of a hit with your self-esteem. I think that with the perception card here, with the grief, I think that your suffering and the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the amount, but like the severity of your suffering. There we go. The severity of your suffering really comes down to how you perceive your suffering. And I really feel like for you, Aquarius, your suffering stems from your own perception of the suffering. So you could be making the suffering harder than it has to be. Does that make sense? Know your self-worth. Know why, but ask yourself why you're learning this lesson, why you're going through this grieving process right now for whatever reason, because everything in life is a lesson. This is my collective pardon me, collective message of the day as well. So if you want to check that out on my Instagram or my Facebook page for the Be Love, Receive Love Tarot, it's straightforward. Like, don't worry too much about what's going wrong, because it's just a lesson to teach you, to give you, to set you up for great blessings that are coming in for you. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting from this. It's all a perception. Okay, so let's get you an angel message to go with this. Again, if you get the word God or Lord in this, take it with a grain of salt, take it to Creator, whatever you believe in. I just really like the messages on this deck, and it was given to me by a really awesome friend of mine as a birthday present, and I love it. It's a good deck. It wakes me up happy in the morning, and that's what I need. So I'm really grateful that my friend gave me this deck. So I'm going to share it with you, because be love, receive love. Be kind always. Even when someone doesn't seem to deserve kindness, be kind. Anyway, for you know not of their struggles. When making big decisions, do your best to take your emotions out of the equation. Your mind will serve you better. Again, perception. So you might be going through a bit of a process. Could be having to decide, I'm getting burial, like arrangements and stuff. If you've just lost a family member, I'm really sorry, guys. I personally know what it's like to lose somebody super close to you. I'm getting like emotional just thinking about it, guys. I just want you to know that you're not alone. People go through this every day, and it's not to shortchange your grief at all. It's kind of like a reassurance that you're going to be okay. Like, I'm getting emotional for you right now. It's wild. You guys are going through something. You're grieving something. If this is a loss of a person, I'm really sorry. I lost my mom in 2014, so I know all about it. And that's part of this. Like, be kind. You don't know what somebody's going through, right? What battles they're battling in their mind. You need to be kind always, even if you don't feel like they deserve it. Your karma stems from the way you treat people, not from the way people treat you. That's their karma. So if you go around and every time somebody does bad juju to you, if you do bad juju back to them, you're just stealing their karma. Does that make sense? You're just stealing their bad karma, because two wrongs don't make a right. So if somebody does you wrong, you don't wish ill on this person, because karma is going to take care of that, no problem. I've seen it firsthand myself, okay? Karma is going to take care of them, because that's the way karma is, okay? She's evil, but she's sweet at the same time. Depends on what side of the karma stick you're on, okay? But when you're dealing with karma, if you, for instance, just as an example, somebody once told me, if somebody's doing black magic on you, you should do a return to sender spell, okay? Now, as much as I love the idea of a return to sender spell for somebody that's trying to do bad juju to me, well, I'm protected, which is okay. I mean, I'm not completely protected. I'm sure that there are things that they could do to get under my skin, so to speak. But overall, I believe in my protection. And I believe that in order for me to keep that level of protection, I can't wish ill on other people that have tried to wish ill on me. Does that make sense? Because that's making two wrongs. So when people tell me, do a return to sender spell on somebody, I say, no way, man. I say, I don't want bad juju for anybody. That's not who I am anymore. I mean, maybe back in the past, way back when, I would have been all about serving my own karma. But at this point in my life, I just want peace. And I don't care if somebody doesn't like me. That's their problem, not mine. I'm just going to keep living my life, and I wish them well. I may not want you to eat at my table anymore, but I still want to see you eat. Does that make sense? I don't want anybody to suffer. I don't want anybody to feel anything remotely close to what I've ever had to feel, because I know what it feels like to feel that, and I don't wish that on people, not even my worst enemy, because that's a kind of suffering that could kill people, okay? Had I not been the person that I am and the resilience that I have, I might have ended my life a long time ago. So always keep in mind that you don't know what people are going through, but also at the same time, don't ever wish bad on people. Because when you wish bad on people, sometimes if that person, like me for instance, sits back and says, I don't wish bad on anybody, I just don't want bad things to happen to me, so I put protection spells on my energy, no return to sender spells. I don't do return to sender spells. Because returning it to sender is just stooping to their level. Does that make sense? For me, I say I wish them well, but I wish protection on the both of us, right? So when I wish protection on the both of us, if the person that I've been dealing with that isn't kind of on the same page as me, it's because we are just, either A, too much alike, or we're mirroring each other's triggers, and it's not supposed to be, right? Like the universe is saying, no, you're not a good fit, you're gonna do this, right? So for me, I just push back, I let it go, and I say, hey, I wish this person the best. I know that, things might not have ended right, but when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, I get to sleep at night knowing that, I'm not the cause for anybody's suffering, and knowing that, personally, I feel protected. And I'm not saying that, I'm completely protected and nothing can touch me. That's not, I'm not saying that at all, because I know that, that could happen at any minute. What I'm saying is that my protection for me is a mental protection, knowing that they can't mess with my mind because I don't even think about them, right? If you're not thinking about them, they can't mess with your mind. Anyway, let's get you moving on. Yeah, there's lots of talk in Libra. No, you're not a Libra, you're an Aquarius. Libra was my last card. I did just reset all my decks, so this is all fresh, beautiful energy coming out for you. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius, but we got a full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. This last full moon was not in Sagittarius, but the full moon before that. So maybe you had contact with this person around the last full moon, not the full moon in February, but the one before that. Does that make sense? I've got, look at the bigger picture, and nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon sitting on my table here. Again, I think that just means, like, don't wish ill on people, because nothing good will come of that situation for you. Looking at the bigger picture with the Sagittarius is like, what is the lesson that you learned from that, and how can you apply that to future endeavors, future relationships, future connections? How can you apply, how can you, I don't want to say resist, but kind of not repeat the same pattern, the same cycle over again with the next person you meet, or whatever the case is for you, or the next job that you're in, or, the next person that you lose. How can you help yourself find peace when you're grieving? How to, I know it sounds bad, but practice makes perfect, and I've lost quite a few people throughout my life, specifically about 5 of them right in a row, just bang, 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 all under a year. So when and my mom was one of those people, so when you go through something like that, and you just keep losing and losing and losing, it first of all, it triggered me to start living my life to the fullest for myself, and start focusing more on my internal healing and feeling more like me, i.e. my transition. But for you, I think that this is more or less saying, like, in order for you to, the reason that you are going through this is because it's prepping you for an even greater loss. And I know that sounds sad, but everybody loses everybody in life, because that's the fact of life. Everybody dies. And I say that unmorbidly as possible. But I think that when you lose somebody that you love, it's helping you learn how to cope with grief. And it also opens your eyes and changes your perception on life as well. And I think that's what's going on here. So you've lost either a pet, a person, a job, a place, whatever it is that you've lost, a lover. It doesn't have to be to death either. It could just be to life itself. But whatever loss you're going through right now, it is literally happening to open your eyes and change your perspective about something. Okay? So that's your message. If you want a personal reading, reach out. But if not, I'm going to carry on to the next group. So thanks, Aquarius, and take care. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. Thanks for tuning in again. Let's get into it. I'm just going to shake out some of the old energy from my Aquarians. Weirdly enough, when I said Aquarians, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie. It was one of my childhood favorite movies. It's called Rockadoodle. I just got the scene in my head of the little owl and that torments the main character. And he's talking to his Uncle Dookie. I don't know why that came into my head right there. I haven't watched that movie in forever. But okay, so there's a scene where they're traveling in a trunk and it's storming out and they go into an aqueduct pipe. And the owl misreads it and thinks it's an adequate pipe, but it's an aqueduct pipe. And these characters are trying to head to the city to go find Chanticleer to save. If you've seen the movie, you've seen the movie, but if you haven't, I'm just helping you out here while I shuffle out this energy. But it's an adequate pipe, so he goes back to his uncle and he says, like, they went through an adequate pipe, and the uncle smacks him on the top of the head. He's like, that's an aqueduct pipe. It leads right to the city. So maybe there's something to do with going to the city in your reading, but it's being blocked. Okay. Gossip and impasse. So there is some sacral chakra work. Something's being blocked. And it's to do with some hearsay. Okay? So this card talks about this spirit hops down onto a path of these two guys hiking, and stops them, and they're too freaked out to go forward towards the spirit, so they take a different route. Later, when they get to town, they found out that there was a rock slide on the path that they were on right around the time that they would have been on that path. So the spirit blocked them from going down that path because it would have killed them. So there's a message for you here for whatever reason, and there's something to do with gossip. So there's a block happening due to hearsay in your life, and it's being blocked for a reason. Okay? Whether that's your path towards something, or whether that's, just some kind of rejection that you're getting, like there's some kind of rejection around you that you're feeling. It's saying it's happening because, something bad would happen if, for whatever reason. Get you an angel message. Please take the word Lord or God with a grain of salt. If you don't believe in the big man, just switch her out for whatever you do believe in. Stay humble. Know within that you are amazing. Let the world find out by your actions without saying a word. Interesting. Lord, help me remember that nothing will happen today that you and I can't handle together. This was actually my message of the day yesterday, I do believe. So if you want to go onto my Instagram to yesterday, which would be Wednesday. It's either Wednesday or Tuesday that I put that message up. But there might be a message in that daily collective for you. But this is talking, stay humble. Don't try to push past a barrier that's there because it's there for a reason. You don't have to try. Whatever you're doing, you don't have to try, Gemini. You just keep doing what you're doing. If you're gossiping about somebody, I recommend you stop that right now. If you're blocking somebody else's gifts, somebody else's blessings by using your mouth, I would recommend you stop that right now. Bad karma will come back and bite you so hard in the fucking ass. That's for somebody. I'm getting that energy, like super, especially with this gossip card here, which is a heart chakra. If you're talking shit about people, I recommend you stop. Straight up. If you're spreading people's names all around and telling people everybody else's business, I recommend you stop. You're blocking their blessings. And that's going to in turn block your own blessings. As above, so below. If you treat people like shit, people are going to treat you like shit. If you gossip about people, people are going to gossip about you. If you want people to stop gossiping about you, you got to stop gossiping about people. You got to be where the gossip goes to die. Did you hear so-and-so? I don't give a fuck. Well, this person said this about, I don't give a fuck. That's what you got to come at. I don't give a fuck. I mean, you don't have to say fuck if that's not your thing. But if someone comes to you to gossip, end it. Stop it. You're where it comes to die. That's a huge message. My sister is actually a Gemini, but she wrote a song called Good Trouble, and it's talking about standing up to the bullies. Don't allow people to bully people around you. Even if they're not your favorite person in the world, don't allow the bullying, the gossip to continue on. Stop it in its tracks. Say, actually, that person's a very nice person. Be humble about it. Actually, that person is pretty good people, regardless of what you think of them. Stop the gossip, change it for the better, because when you start putting love on other people, you will get love put back onto you. Does that make sense? So if you're sitting there and going, I really don't like the way you talk about this person. I don't like the way that you treat them. And I think that needs to change. And then, they look at you and go, wow, like, Gemini, you really put your foot down on that. Like, what's up? I didn't even realize that you like that person. And, I think that comes back to you tenfold, like, oh, did you hear Gemini? Like, they're standing up for this person now and everything. And they'll start gossiping about you, but that's okay because you're on the right side. And the Creator is going to see you on the right side, and that's when your blessings come in. So there's a huge message for somebody out there the gossip comes to you to die. And it's hard, trust me, I know. I've been there where I'm trying to stop gossiping and talking ill about people. And this was in the past. I don't do it anymore at all. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I have more pity on people now than I did before, knowing what I know now. If you are the one gossiping about people, though, that's like there's somebody out there that's watching this that is talking shit about somebody, stop. It's not cool. You are close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Okay. Aquarius, bring love into the situation. Whatever gossip's going around, Bring love into it. Whatever you're here about, you're very close to achieving the goal that you set. Whether that be artistic, career, money, finances, or love, you're very close to getting what you want. That's at the very end. And I think a lot of that has to do with staying humble and also stopping the gossip. When you stop the bullies and the bullies have nothing else to bully, then they have to go inwards and find themselves. And we need more people to make bullies go inward and find themselves, because I don't think personally that anybody out there actually wants to be a bully. I think that they've been hurt so many times in this life that they reflect that back out into the world, because that's all they know is hurt. All they know is being hurt. So stand up to the bullies. That's your message, Gemini. And if you are a bully, knock it the fuck off. I don't even like that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, because that's pretty clear, and I'm probably offending some people here, but that doesn't even matter to me, because I don't care. If you're a bully, you're a bully, and I personally think that karma's going to get you. So, take care, and I hope that this resonates. If it does resonate and you're not a bully and you want to reach out and have a personal reading, please feel free to do so. I would love to talk to you. If not, I will see you guys in the next one.